What's going on? It's your boy Chubacho. Please, y'all can call me Chubs. First of all, June 23rd. Boom. Oh, sorry. I thought it was going to pop up. My bar. Yeah. June 23rd. 2 days ago. I completely and utterly missed this. A Man vs. Machine update is on the horizon. I already posted this in my tabs section in YouTube. But, long story short, they're looking for people to make maps and missions. And it's going to be August 27th is like the due date, right? And basically they're saying like, oh, it can be like Halloween themed, but we would prefer if it's just like generally good maps and missions to play, which is one so fucking exciting because on the channel I'm a fucking fiend for MvM, and all I do is play fucking Mecha NG. That's all I play. That's like a majority of what people who play Tour of Duty play, right? Because you make the most potential profit off of it, and personally, I find it the most fun out of all the set of missions, excluding Wave 666. Now, before we really dive into this and get into like the different sections, I would like to thank all of my viewers, subscribers, people that like, comment, share, helps the channel, helps it grow. Thank you guys so much. I wouldn't be here without you. Second, the GOAT, Matthias, member. Become a member today. Play games with me. Off videos, on videos. Hit me up, hang out, add me on this, and that. Whatever you guys are feeling, I'm looking forward to it. Three. If you guys have any video recommendations for me, because a subscriber by the name of Pat Luck told me about this in a comment section from another video about this. I would have completely missed this because I don't go through Steam to get on Team Fortress 2. I just go on Team Fortress 2, right? So I would have missed this completely. So thank you, Pat Luck. Shout out to you, my boy. Big ups to the men. Now, let's get into this, right? I kind of want to break this video down into 3 sections. As you guys can see, I already got the tier list set up for later. But I want to talk about missions and maps, 1. 2, characters and mechanics / bug fixes. Well, bug fixes kind of like fit through all this. Bug fixes. And then 3, potential new ways to earn. So let's get right into it. First things first, maps and missions, right? What I am predicting going into this, well, first of all, no matter what happens, this is the best thing to happen to it because this draws more attention to MvM, and the more attention that is drawn to MvM, the more the community and the TF2 developers give a fuck about the game. Because our last update was Mecha NG. Yeah, long ass time ago. No, not Mecha NG. 2 cities. Apologies. So, maps and missions, right? We already got Manhattan and we have Rottenburg, and each have 2 separate missions, right? So, what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna do that, and then they're gonna have a boot camp section, and the boot camp missions are gonna be more like the Halloween / like holiday themed maps, because it will people don't want to play Halloween maps all year round, right? And that's another thing too I should have said before I started. There's gonna be a lot of things I say in here that's gonna be like common opinion because it just makes sense, and then there's gonna be some things I might say we're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Or like, oh, you're cooking. So just keep that in mind. What's that? That's a Sprite. Refreshing, but not sponsored. So, what I'm thinking is they're going to have, for the Tour of Duty, they're going to have 2 missions that are going to be set on another continent like how it is with Rottenburg. And then they're going to have 2 missions that are going to be set up in a state in the United States. So, I'm thinking either Australia for Sniper, since we got Rottenburg, which is basically kind of like Germany, Switzerland, the medics territory basically. France, Scotland, right? Those are like my top 3 picks. and then Russia coming in an honorable fourth, because Heavy is like the face of Team Fortress 2, and like people are looking forward to a Heavy update. People were happy that even though Heavy didn't win the Pyro versus Heavy, he still got one of the best weapons, best side grades in his class, which was the second banana. Absolutely beautiful. Recommend using it. Perfect, right? So those are my 3 picks for like out of USA, right? In USA, I'm thinking, because we already got Manhattan, so that's like New York, Manhattan. I'm thinking Florida, right? Everglades, or like Miami downtown, kind of like a city that's being overrun, like Rottenburg. California, Texas, right? Just in case they don't choose an out of state map to like resemble a person's character, like how Rottenburg. I would say that Texas, boom, right there, perfect, right? And then for the Halloween theme maps, I hope they bring back bosses, but like they're mechanized, right? So like, you know how in Manhattan there's the 2 control points? I think it would be very interesting if you had the regular robots, right? And then they have like a little story, like there's like a in lore reason why Gray Man can suddenly use magic, some shit like that. And I think that'd be very cool, because imagine Rottenburg, right? Where you have to fight the 5 pyros, the tank, and then you have to deal with fucking the 3 super soldiers at the end of the wave. And then there's like a weaker Monoculus that summons. And then when you defeat him, you get the crits, you get the damage resistance. Obviously, tune it. But I think that'd be very interesting if they keep that in the free to play MvM, just so that it's not like too unfair for like newer players, because newer players will have a harder time like adjusting and like picking the right like upgrades and characters and weapons, yada yada. So I don't want to throw that in the mix with the the man up. Apologies, but I think if they introduce Halloween bosses into that would be fantastic. A second thing that I think would be very interesting is they bring back bosses, like the robot bosses, but like Saxon Hail. Because there is like, someone did make a model of Metal Saxon Hail. Hold on, let me actually, Saxon Hail robot. Yeah, look, perfect. Right off Google. Like imagine your Wave 7-7, fully maxed out characters, right? Like it shows like the Australian symbol, and you're like, what? What's this? And all here's Saxton Hail, and this is boom, Metal Saxton Hail, and he'll like, if you don't have maxed upgrades and you don't have max resistances, you will get one shot, because he only does melee damage. He has the fire and explosives and stuff like that. But it's like, that would be cool for the man up missions, like at the end, because the whole point is Gray Man is trying to do certain things in order to fully capture all of the areas that Redmond and Blutarch have been fighting over, right? So here's the thing: are they going to bring back old mechanics, or are they going to bring in new mechanics from the game? And I personally hope they do a little bit of both, because it's very interesting how you play the first section of Rottenburg when you don't have the wooden barricade, and when you have the wooden barricade, right? Or Manhattan, how you have to capture the control point, right? One thing I think would be very cool is if they had capture the flag inside of MvM. So imagine you have to defend against the bomb, right? And you have to defend against who's ever carrying the intel, right? And it could be something as simple as, oh, he spawns and you just gotta shoot him before he delivers it, and then like a new spawn opens up, Or you could have it, even simpler, where it's like, if he makes it to a certain location, the whole team gets like, not debuffs, but like the whole robot team gets buffs, right? Mini crits, damage resistance, move speed, health on hit, whatever it would be to make the players on their feet and actually add some urgency. Because in Manhattan, I've been seeing this a lot, where a lot of people will give up the first point because there's two entrances for the robots to enter, right? So if you give up the first slot, wait, and then all the bots spawn from one exact spot, Demoman job gets immediately easier, heavier gets easier, medic, soldier, scout, all the classes get easier, right? So that's that, right? To move into the next section, will they do bug fixes? Hopefully. It's like 35-65, not in our favor. Because we've sat here for so long without simple bug fixes. Like ghost upgrades, right? Simple things where it's like, what's it called? For heavy, the second firing speed upgrade does not work. And I've been playing the game for so long, didn't even recognize it, right? Because I'm just so used to buying it, right? Explosive headshots. Will that be nerfed? Will that be buffed? Will that be tuned, right? Spy as a whole, will that class be given more oomph? Because even though Spy is really good in good hands, he's the worst class to pick, because you want someone to kill giants, Demo Man, heavy, soldier, right? Even a little bit of scout, right? You need someone to kill tanks, pyro, soldier, Demo Man, right? You need someone to deal with snipers, sniper, scout, soldier, right? You need someone that's going to collect money, scout, Demo Man, or Demo Knight to be more specific. Like, it's things like that that'll make the game more appealing to the loyal diehard fans of the game. Because if Spy is easier to play, you'll see more Spy, and Spy won't be seen as a throw pick, right? Simple, right? So bare minimum, even if they don't like touch like whole classes and give them new upgrades, if they can just bare minimum fix what is already not working, like firing speed on sentries, or the projectile upgrade on soldier that like stunts bots on like direct hits, or like how certain upgrades cost a little bit more on other classes, like Demo Man, how it costs 500 instead of 400 for a damage upgrade. Like little things like that. Unless that was intentional, then keep it that way. Okay. To transition into that for the classes, I'm not expecting any balance changes to classes specifically, because everyone has their roles to fit. Scout, milk, mark, money, right? Or money, mark, milk, or however you want to say it. Soldier, he's usually the mobility guy that helps with the engineer when engineer sentry gets overwhelmed, right? Pyro, right? Pyro tank buster, best in the game, no question, and he has a gas passer, right? Like little things like that, and of course, his like secondary job is to push bots off the map, reset the bomb, right? Demo Man, Slayer of Giants with the Scottish resistance, Slayer of Giants, right? Medic, keep everybody alive. Heavy, up front, do as much single target damage as you can until you get those, repeats. Spy, pit class, sniper, destroy everything in your sight. Medic, keep everyone happy, healthy. Simple, simple, simple. So I'm not expecting too much from the actual classes themselves, but like weapon changes, balances, like little stuff that isn't gonna make them be like, oh my god, this is gonna be impossible to meet standards. Yeah. Right. Now here's the juiciest part about this whole thing, and as you guys can already see, boom, I got my 2 tier lists set up, right? Now, if they bring a certain select amount of missions into MvM, I genuinely believe that they would be, and I really mean this in the nicest way possible, they would be stupid to not. I mean, to not bring these missions to man up mode, right? Even if we get no new Australians, the simple fact that we have more missions to play and there is a healthier rotation of missions instead of Big Rock and fucking two cities, that would just like help the game phenomenally. Like, I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck like for a little bit because of the fact that the player base will be split up between these missions and these missions, but it's like I have a fix I'm about to get to in a minute, but it's just that idea of if they don't bring it into it, they're missing out. They are missing out, right? And I have two ways that we could incorporate Australians into the new missions for man up mode, right? So I have the two tier lists, right? One tier list is going to be if they add Australian specifics to these other sets, right? Or if they just decide to fuck it and throw more Australians into the general pool, right? So what I mean by is, let's say they make two cities again. So we got two missions in Florida, like Florida or something like that, right? Or Miami, Miami Metro Bust, right? Or Metro Miami. That was pretty good. And then Scotland, right? Scotland Slaughter, right? The first idea is that they introduced, because in the first Australian, in like the Australian drop, there was 18, excluding the Saxy, of course, and the Golden Wrench, because that was a crafting thing. So I just kept that in there, right? There was 18 weapons, and the highest like target was this, the Golden Pen. Everyone wants it. Everyone needs it. All class, yada yada yada, right? So what I think they're gonna do is, if they go with the first option, they're gonna add 18 more Australians, but they're gonna balance it out, right? Because with Pyro, what do you have for Pyro? You have these two. That's it. Flamethrower is good, but people use other things other than the flamethrower, and not as much people. Well, people still use the extinguisher because it's good, right? Soldier, boom, right? Demo Man was the big winner because he got 3 weapons: primary, secondary, melee, and these are like considered some of the best weapons in the game currently. So like a lot of people are like, holy shit. Like, if we don't get this, like, I'm crashing out, son. Right? Sorry, just organizing this scout. Where's my minigun at? Luger. Minigun. Boom. Perfect. But yeah, let me just reset this page real quick. Oh, beautiful doll face. Beautiful. Alright, so realistically, let's say they add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? Because I don't think I'm going to look really stupid if I'm missing Australians. But, like, there are certain weapons, like let's say they add another 19. What realistically would they add, right? So, what I'm looking for is, does a class need another Australian, right? Like, will they get another one? Is it multi-class? Is the weapon fun? And is the weapon used a lot? And how often can you see the golden weapon, right? So, let's get into this, right? Airstrike, B tier. I think it would be really nice, really solid, but a lot of people don't use the airstrike because, it has a slow start. splash resistance and splash size reduced and damage reduced, you know, people aren't picking that up and pub stomping immediately. But people use the weapon. It is good. It is really good in MvM because you kill boss like no tomorrow. So you get 4 kills immediately, right? Alibaba's wee booties. Oh, the ambassador. Son of a bitch. Ambassador. Right? I'm going to keep that there. Right? Ambassador. Cool. Amputator. D tier. Right? No one is using the amputator like that, honestly. And Alibaba booties, people are not looking at your golden shoes, right? At best, people will mistake it for like a cosmetic, you know, because this takes up a cosmetic slot if you wear these, right? Not it takes up a cosmetic slot. Apologies. It takes up your feet cosmetics, right? That AppSap, C tier. A lot of people don't run the AppSap. They'll just run the simple, whatchamacallit, the simple sapper, right? Apocalypse. The issue with the Apocalypse is how many people do you see running it, right? Because it's a reskin of the fist, you know. So how many people are running the fist already, right? Atomizer, C tier. People use the atomizer. It's really good, but the issue is you're only whipping out the atomizer for the third jump. You know, it's not a weapon you're constantly running around with. You know, that's where I'm coming from. Plus, in MvM, you know, you got your shoulder popper. You know, you got your 10 jumps, my boy. You got your winger for your extra jump height. Upper hand, S tier. Sniper mains would bust the fattest loads. The absolute dummy loads. I cannot stress this enough. How much there will be busting at this, right? This shit would cost as much or more than the pan. Swear to God, dead homies, right? Babyface's blaster. Realistically, pub stomping weapon, right? You go crazy on this. In MvM, it is terrible because you are constantly jumping and you are constantly getting hit as scout and taking fall damage and burn and this and that. But yo, people would run the shit out of this. This would be like, I was gonna consider it like the Blutsauger, but now people love this. People love this weapon, right? Back burner, right? B tier, good weapon. People use it. MvM, a lot more people use it there since you can get the ammo upgrades. Not too popular because of the air blast cost, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? Backscatter. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Because it's good and people use it, but people would much prefer accurate shots and more shots to shoot instead of potential mini crits when you can just drink the criticola, Back scratcher. I'm gonna have to put this in C tier, right? People use it, it's good, but personally, what would they do to? Is the rake gonna be gold? Is the handle gonna be gold? Like, what's gonna be gold and what's gonna be black? And like, what's gonna keep the wood textures? Like, what is going to be what, right? Because I fucking love the back scratcher. I run this shit with the fucking run this shit with the back burner and the jetpack. Perfect, right? Perfect. Base jumper. No. See, here's the thing, right? The base jumper is one of the worst backpack items to make gold because you will never see it unless you die or you taunt. So it is effectively useless. Bat out of hell. A golden bat out of hell would go crazy. But people, how many people are running stock bat, Bat out of hell has a good option, right? Stock bat, S tier. Every stock weapon has the best chance of making it in, because if you never play a single game of Team Fortress 2 in your life, and on the first tour you get an Australian weapon, an Australian stock weapon, you will run that weapon for the rest of your life. Swear to God, dead homies, right? So all the stock weapons that didn't make it in the first round, expect them to be in the second round. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna make this the Novak. At a tier above. A little unprofessional. Sorry, gents. This is gonna be the white tier, and then this is gonna be the red tier. Perfect. So you know, Bat Saber, C tier. The Bat Saber is really cool, and the idea of it atomizing people, but not a lot of people run the Bat Saber. I might put that in B tier, because like atomizing a golden person would be pretty cool. A battalion's backup is gonna be D tier. Backpack item, you can only really see it when it's time to use it. Bizarre bargain, A tier. Pub stomp weapon, sniper mains would go absolutely hysterical for this. Almost as much as the upper hand, but it doesn't have the upper hand sound and feel. Beggar's bazooka. Here's the issue. We already have 2 rocket launchers. Would soldier mains care? Fuck no. They would take every gun golden. Big earner, B tier. Really good weapon. People use it all the time. MvM, TF2, casual, comp, yada yada yada. Big kill, S tier. A golden big kill would be absolutely beautiful. The rose, the black rose, if I'm not mistaken, I'd put in C tier. We already have the butter knife. See, if the butter knife wasn't already on here, I'd put this up in A tier, but we already have the butter knife. So it's like, bone saw. I'm gonna put that in D tier. There's better options. Bonk. I'm gonna put Bonk in B tier. And the reason is because if it does not get the golden haste effect, like when you're running, it will go down into D tier. Alright, so B tier if it gets the golden haze, potentially A tier if it looks really good, D tier for sure. Alright, so I'm going to keep that right there for now. I almost said Alibaba's movies. The bootlegger, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Same thing with these, you're never going to see unless you taunt. You know. Boston Basher, C tier. Hitting yourself with like Australian spikes would be pretty funny. Golden Bottle, S tier. Brass Beast is gonna go C tier. You guys know me. I'm a fucking Brass Beast barbarian. I run this bitch all the time. But people don't run the Brass Beast like that. People run the Tomislav and the minigun. Brass Beast is, it's slower. Bread Bites, which is a replacement for the Gru. Golden bread, people would love that. Buffalo steak sandwich, C tier. A lot of the food items are going to be in C tier unless it's like, godly, right? Buffalo steak sandwich, C tier. Kind of, Buff banner, C. I'm going to have to put that in D tier. Only because the banner's already yellow-ish. So making it gold, it would be nice, but it's not going to stand out too much, The whole point of having an Australian weapon... I had to take a sip of my Sprite, sorry. The whole point of having an Australian weapon is to let other people know you have an Australian weapon. So if people can't really see that you have it, there's no real point to showing it off. Because, an Australian weapon is just a gold strange weapon. Right? It's just a gold strange weapon. So for you, you're loving it. But if you can't flex it, that's half the battle. Bushwhacker. Easy A tier. I might put it in S tier, but easy A tier. Candy cane, B tier. No, fuck. The issue is with the candy cane, right? It's only on scout. There's a lot of explosive weaponry in this game, and it will fuck you up. 3. how often will you be whipping this out to hit people with it, right? Does making this gold give you the excuse to whip it out and use it more and hit people with it? I would say yes. That is the only thing that's saving it from D tier. Capper, A tier. A golden futuristic weapon that disintegrates people would be beautiful. Shield, C tier. High D, low C. Actually, you know what? You know what? Tide Turner. Boom. Where's my splendid screen at? Boom. Let's just get these out the way because it's gonna be the same thing for all of them, right? Cladamore, I'm gonna put in B tier. Delmonite's very popular. Having another sword would be nice to alternate between, and people do run the Cladamore in like certain situations. No, I'm gonna knock that down C tier. Classic D tier. People don't like the classic. People don't really run the classic like that. It has achievements tied specifically to the weapon, and it's like some of the hardest achievements to get in the game. Cleaner's Carbine. Nah. People aren't really using it like that. People use it with the Huntsman a lot, and the Bushwhacker, especially the MvM, but it's like, you're not really using the Cleaner's Carbine to use the Cleaner's Carbine. You're using it for the crikey meters, you know? All the watches will go in A tier simply because you are flexing on a broke bitch ass nigga. That's like the whole thing. You kill somebody, flex, right? Now, here's the thing, right? The watches almost fall into this category where it's like, how often are you whipping these out? As Spy, you're using these bitches all the time, right? Cloak and Dagger, regular Inviswatch, the Quackenbird, fuck! Here we go. Right? It's the little things like that that is going to be like perfect, right? So, with the watches, you can make an exemplary expectation out of it. That you'll be flexing on the bro. What time is it? It's Aussie time, you know, money, right? Boom. The Kong. Having a golden conch would be really cool, but it's just like, you know, it's a backpack item. You can only use it so often, right? Canaverous Kunai, that's going to be a B tier. Maybe A tier. Now, I'll throw that in A tier. Canaverous Kunai, people love this shit. People love it. Spies love it. Crazy to go against, you know. But yeah, Conscientious Objector. A multi-class weapon. I'm going to have to put it... shit. See, here's the thing, right? In regular MvM, people are not going to touch this. Because they have better options. Better Australian options. But. In casual and competitive, a golden... I can already paint the picture now. It is going to be golden furries running around with this thing. Golden swastikas. Golden hentai. Gold, like whatever. So I'm going to put it in B tier. I almost put it in F tier. But then I had to bring myself back in. Cow Mangler. That shit's going in C tier. I love it. Niggas not really rocking with it like that, right? Backpack. People are not fucking with it, right? People are not really fucking with it like that. Especially if it's gold. Like, come on. The Cozy Camper, come on. Criticola. I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. Because your weapon becomes that like bright piss yellow. And it's not gonna have like that golden haze that you can get with the bonk. So that's just going down. Crossing Sign. C tier. I barely see people run this. Crusader's Crossbow. Easy S tier. Chocolate Bar is going to go in C tier. Another backpack, easy. Oh, the Degreaser is going to go in B tier. A lot of people run this. A lot of people use it. Good side grade to the regular flamethrower, honestly. Detonator, easy B tier. People use it all the time. You're going to find good time to use it. What's it called? The Diamondback. S tiers. Like, this is like the sniper. I said the sniper gun. This is literally the spy gun, right? If you're not running the ambassador, because this is just like it provides the highest amount of damage, right? Because you have the l'étranger, right? That gives you utility. The enforcer, which is kind of like a setup tool. No, it's more like a takedown tool. And then the ambassador, which is kind of like the epic, 360 no scope montage type shit. Direct hit, easy A tier. Like all the rocket launchers, expect them to be in up, right? Disciplinary action, a golden whip, that's gonna have to go in B tier, right? This is gonna have to go in D tier. A lot of people don't run this. Spy crabs would go crazy for this. Um, Dragon's Fury, A tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Dragon's Fury is really good. It's really fun to use. It's really viable in both. Yeah, we can get this piece of shit out of here. No one's using that. Escape Plan is gonna go in B tier. A lot of people use Escape Plan, but if you use it, you're gonna be taking damage. And fuck, I can't remember the name, but also in B tier. Eureka Effect. That's gonna be another wrench. C tier. Brass Knuckles. Damn, I feel really stupid for forgetting these TF2 names, but C tier. People are already running the group. Family Business. That's gonna be like compared to like what's gonna be on here. No, that's gonna be like D tier. Fan of War is gonna go in C tier. Obviously, MvM are using this bitch all the time. Stock immediate S tier. Fish Cakes is gonna go with there. Fist of Steel is gonna go in B tier. A lot of people use the Fist of Steel more often because of the fact that it's giving you survivability. You whip these bad boys out to run away, and you can look at them. Golden Fist, we should have had a long time ago. The World, though. Flare Gun, easy A tier. Easy A tier. Especially if we get a degreaser, Flare Gun. Easy. The Guillotine, Flying Guillotine, I'll put that in C tier because you throw it and you have to wait for the recharge. If they add the Golden Haze, B tier. Huntsman, A tier. Golden Arrows are like onyx black arrows with golden Australian tips would go absolutely disgusting. Freedom Staff, Soldier, make the entire thing Australian. Pan, already in Australian, so that's good. Gas Passer, that's just going in D tier, dog. Even if the Gas Passer wasn't one of the worst weapons in Team Fortress 2 casual, the effect goes like the weapon goes away immediately because you have to throw it, right? The only thing that can salvage this is if they bring a golden green haze to it. Then it can go in C tier. But if not, shit's going in D tier. Geiger counter, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to go in B tier. If they make this a golden haze, right here, onyx black, gold strips, that'd be perfect. Gloves are rugging urgently. The Gru, A tier, easy. Man treads. Nope, not man treads. Man treads are down here. Boom boots, as I call them. I'm going to put this in C tier because we don't have golden sentries. So golden mini sentries is out the question. Unless they update that. And that would be fucking crazy. But yeah. Yeah. This would be really cool. But they got, you gotta get that gold down. Right? Have Zatoichi. B tier. I might put it in A tier. A golden samurai sword would be beautiful. 1, 2, multi-class. If it's multi-class, you're gonna get more points, right? Capper, engineer, scout, right? Hamshank. Hamshank is an S tier. Golden ham, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. No questions asked. Hitsman's Heatmaker. I'm gonna put that in B tier. it is a top 1 pick in all of MvM for sniper. But, you know, you want to run different things in casual. You know, you're not only playing MvM, right? Holiday Punch, I'm going to put that in C tier. Golden Gloves would be like a good little gimmicky thing. Like, it would be, I think this would be like the Blutsauger, right? Or the Golden SMG where it's like lower tier, but, you know, you still use it. Holy Mackerel is going to go in B tier. I don't think it's better. It's either going to be a blackfish with gold wrap or black wrap with a goldfish, right? Either way, I don't think it would be on the same tier as like A. You know, people use the holy mackerel. It's nice. It's funny. It's, you know, it's a funny weapon, but it's just not. Well, actually, there's one thing that I forgot to count. When you get a kill with Australian weapons, it is actually going to show up as a gold weapon. So I will keep this in B tier because the more you hit people, the more golden fish will be spammed into the kill log. So, yeah. Home Wrecker, C tier. Golden Sledgehammer is cool. The Headless Horseman's Head Taker, S tier. That would be one of the best Australians ever. The issue is, it's exactly the same to the Islander. So it's kind of like, it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy. Hot Hand, that shit's going in D tier, dog. Huntsman, that's going up there, A tier with the bow, with the compound bow. Hualong Heater, B tier. I was gonna put in C tier. Golden Dragon, B tier. Iron Bomber, A tier. People run that bitch like a motherfucker. Iron Curtain, A tier. The only issue is we already got a golden minigun, so it's kind of like, you know, it's a little iffy. Yeah, I'll put that in B tier. The Jag, another Golden Wrench side grade. That's going in A tier. Girardi, that's going to go in C tier. Golden Piss, you know, you're not really going to be able to see this much. Golden Haze, yada, yada, yada. Gloves of Boxing. Killing Gloves of Boxing, apologies. A tier. A tier. Seeing somebody run at you with golden boxing gloves, champ status. Beat your ass with it. Beat your ass not the Bible if God watching. Critch Creek, A tier. Damn near S tier. Kukri, S tier. I'm gonna start like flying through these more. L'étranger, I'm gonna put that in B tier. You know, you're only whipping this out for like cheap poke damage to recharge your weapons. Liberty Larcher, that shit's going in C tier. Lock and Load, A tier. People love the fucking Lock and Load. Lollychop, C tier. Loose Cannon. I'm gonna put. I'll put the Lock and Load down here. Golden Double Donks would go insane. The Lugermorph, that shit's going in S tier. That shit is going in S tier, right? The Machina, B tier. Milk, Gold Milk, same thing. Boom. The Beauty Mark, same thing. Here's the thing though. If they make the bread gold as well, that shit's going in B tier. Man Melter, C tier. If they make... Oh, fuck. Fuck it. Man Treads, here we go. F tier. Market Gardener, S tier. Shit. Where's our Market Gardener? Oh, fuck. Dude. Oh, fuck. Well, it's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be S tier. The Mall, C tier. Who fucking runs the Mall? Who even knows that the Mall exists? The Video Maker, D tier, same thing. Like, more people would run it. Natasha, F tier. Fuck this weapon. The Necro Smasher would be pretty cool, but I don't think it's multi-class. I'm gonna give it B tier. Same thing with the camera. But it's like, who the fuck uses the camera? You know? Neon Annihilator would be sick in gold, so I'm gonna put that in C tier. Nessie's 9 iron. Fuck. It's gonna have to go in S tier off the basis that the Headless Horse's headman. Fuck. No, I'm actually gonna put in B tier. I'm not gonna fall for this. The napalm launcher, that should be cool in gold. But like, how many people are using it? Okay, this is gonna go in B tier, the original, only because you can't see the full weapon model unless you inspect, since it's in a front angle instead of it being, left or right. I forget what this weapon is called, but I put this in C tier. Gives you movement speed based on your uber charge rate. Pain train, hell no. Panic attack is gonna go in C tier. The PDAs might have to go in C tier. No, they'll go in B tier only because these could be what give us golden sentries and dispensers and teleporters. So if that's the case, this will go in. Actually, shit, this will have to go in S tier because if these give us golden weapons, it's over. Persian Persuader, that's gonna be B tier. S tier for sure. Whew, God damn it. Pistol, you already know. You already know. Shotgun, you already know. Now I'm not even gonna waste your time. Sorry. Popson. Fuck me, dude. That's just going in F tier. Postal Pummeler, C tier. Power Jack is gonna go in B tier. People use the Power Jack. People love the Power Jack. Power Jack is blessed. Pretty Boy Pocket Pistol, that's gonna go in A tier. The machete. People use the machete. I'm gonna put that in C tier. Regular watch, fucking A tier. Quick fix, C tier. Quickie bomb launcher is gonna go in B tier. I'll put in B tier. Rain blower, I'm gonna put in D tier. Razorback, F tier. Obvious. Red tape recorder. I love the red tape recorder. This shit's not getting no play. I'll put it in D tier because you can actually look at it whenever the fuck you want. But that shit's getting no play. Rescue Ranger, B tier. Reserve Shooter, C tier. Revolver, easy S. There we go. Righteous Bison, bro. People use it because it's golden, but it's like, come on. Robo Sandwich. Rocket Jumper. S tier. People would fucking beg and cry for this weapon. Sandman. Easy B tier. Sandwich is going to go into S tier. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Alright, perfect. That's going to have to go in B tier. Make the bread gold. Push it up to A tier. Regular Sapper is going to go in A tier. Scorch Shot. Fuck you. Scotsman Skull Cutter. B tier. The Rum Shack, as I call it. A tier, easy. Scottish Resistance. S tier. Not even going to waste your time. Half Banana. S tier. Make this shit gold. C tier. The Shahanasha. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Sharp Dresser. That's what it's called. B tier. Right? Sharpened Volcano Fragment would go stupid, but people don't run it. This would go crazy. A tier. It's the Machina reskin. Short Circuit's gonna have to go in D tier. People aren't really running it like that. Use the big ball, and then that's it. Shortstop, I'm gonna put that in B tier. A Shovel, easy S tier. Soda Popper, A tier, easy. The Solemn Vow, that's B tier. Southern Hospitality, that shit's a fucking D tier. The Spicicle, like having like a golden shred of that would be really nice. Sticky Jumper, that's just going in S tier. What's next? Sun on the Stick is going to go in C tier. Excuse me. Making a weapon gold will make people want to use it more. But it's just the fact that people aren't really going to fuck with it like that. Sydney Sleeper, B tier. B tier for sure. Needle gun, S tier, should have been already in there. The jetpack. Jetpack's gonna have to go in the D tier, bruh. As much as I love the jetpack, I run this shit. Third degree burn would be nice. C tier. Nope, actually B tier. B tier. 3-rune blade. I was talking about this in a video. D tier. It's a Boston Basher reskin. I forgot the name, but it's, you hit spies and it bleeds. I'll put that in C tier. Uber saw. You already know. Opal Caber, B tier. People run this shit like no tomorrow. The unarmed combat. Here's the thing, right? I think it would be very fucking awesome if they took the unarmed combat and they renamed it to the Midas Touch and gave it the Golden Wrench, Saxy, Golden Pan effect, where when you kill someone, they turn gold. I think that would be the coolest fucking thing. I'm gonna put it in A tier, but boom, Vaccinator, fuck you. It's gonna go in B tier. Well, it's gonna go in A tier, honestly. Vitasol, C tier. If it was old Vitasol, that should go in B tier. Wonga Prick. I'm gonna have to put that in D. People use the Wonga Prick. People like the Wonga Prick. It's nice. Warrior Spirit. Golden Bears with Onyx Black Claws would go crazy, or Golden Claws on an Onyx Black Bear would go insane. But it's... No, I actually have to put it in C tier because when you whip this out, you're in deep doo-doo. Widowmaker, A tier. Easy. Winger. I'm going to put that in C tier. Wrangler. That's going in S tier. S tier. The Rap Assassin. That's an F. No. Golden Balls. Yeah. And then your Eternal Reward is going to go in A tier. Alright. So this is my completed list. If they just, decided to add the same amount and they just, double the pool, right? So, these 4 weapons, immediately, right? And then exclude all the stock weapons, right? So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, technically 11? 10, 11, 12, right? Now, let me refresh this bad boy real quick. Alright. Now, if we're going to be realistic, right? I think that they would only add 6 Australian weapons. So the pool does not become nasty inflated. So I'm gonna have hot. Okay, potential. Not. Alright. So hot is gonna be what I would consider, other than the stock weapons, guaranteed. Well, excluding the shotgun and the pistol, since they're both multi-class, right? So, no, I'll just keep those here. And then I'll add 4 more weapons. So, I'll be picking out of potentials, and maybe not. Hold on. Not? Okay, there we go. So, Robo Sandwich. Just do it. Uber Saw. I think it is the most used medic melee. All pain, all gain. That's 2. 2 right there. Right. Boom, boom. Right. 4 more. I got to. A golden flog would go absolutely disgusting, mark my words. Right? So now we have Pyro, Soldier, Scout, Engineer, and Heavy Covered, Medic, Pyro. Right? Demoman gets the Scottish Resistance. because of the simple fact that, everybody gets one, right? So who are we missing? We're missing Spy. Bang. Right there. Diamondback. And for my last pick, Op. Every single class is covered, right? We have multi-classes covered. Oh no, I forgot. I apologize. Handshake. We need the multi-class melee weapon, right? We need it. We need it. But yeah, this is my realistic list of like what if they were to add more Australiums into the game without diluting the pool. Because if you try to get one specific Australium and you got 9 other Australiums in the pool, you're gonna be like, fuck this. Versus if you're trying to collect all the Australiums and you're like, I need something new to grind for, perfect. People are always looking for money to blow. But yeah, these are my non-stock weapons to get Australiums, and then these are the 2 stock Australiums we should have got. But shotgun and pistol would have been absolutely crazy and insane. Now, that's going to do it for today's video. Well, today's video regarding the update. Just want to emphasize, nothing is guaranteed. Everything that I said, that is shit that I want to see. Right? I think it would be cool, awesome, unique, and fun to have everything that I said, but at the end of the day, it's all up in the air. So I just want to make sure that part is really emphasized, so there's no, oh, I thought this is that, this and that. 2, I would like to thank all the new viewers for coming by, sticking, watching the video. If you guys like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, notification bell for more. If you guys are interested in these kind of longer format videos where I talk about one specific topic, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you to all the recurring subscribers and video watchers and shares and likes. Without you, I legitimately would not be here. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank our channel member, Matthias. GOAT before, during, and after the apocalypse. His support means the fucking world to me. Alright? Him showing me that he wants to give me money lets me know that I have potential. I have potential to make it big in this city. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, notification bell for more. If you guys want to see a fully thought out and revitalized format of these 2, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, and remember, MvM forever, gray man never.